All waves can transfer energy from one place to another without transferring any matter. This is done by a series of disturbances or vibrations that carry the energy, just like the people in their seats only moving up and down when it's their turn. Waves can transfer energy through solids, liquids, gases and empty spaces, otherwise known as vacuums. There are two types of waves, which we will look at in more detail in another video, but the basic features are the same. The frequency of a wave is the number of complete wave passing a fixed point in a given amount of time. This time period is usually 1 second. Frequency is given the symbol F and is measured in units called Hertz. Hertz measure how many complete cycle per second. So how many people in our Mexican wave stand up every second? The frequency and the period are often confused. The frequency refers to how often something happens, whereas the period refers to the time it takes to happen. The period of a wave is a time for one complete cycle. So the time taken for one person to stand up, wave and sit down, this would be measured in seconds. When something happens repeatedly, we say that the event is periodic and refer to the time of the event to repeat itself. The period of a Earth to orbit the Sun is 365 days. The period of a day is 24 hours. The period of a typical class of a school is 45 minutes. Now for the wavelength. The wavelength is the distance between a point on one wave and the same point on the next wave. For example, two peaks or two troughs. Wavelength is given the symbol lambda from the Greek letter and is usually measured in meters. Wavelengths can vary hugely in size, X-rays, and are very short. Visible light is here and FM radio waves are much longer. So we have looked at the frequency, period and wavelength so far. Let's finish with amplitude. As waves travel, they create disturbance. The amplitude of a wave is a distance from the maximum disturbance to its undisturbed position. Think of a flat sea and then an incoming wave. The amplitude is the height of the top of the wave from the flat sea. In another video, we will be looking at the wave speed equation and connecting the wavelengths and frequency wave equation. For now, you just need to know what these four keywords mean: frequency, period, wavelength and amplitude.